Charles Hayward is an English drummer and was a founding member of the experimental rock group This Heat. He also played with Maldine's amazing band, Radar Favorites, Dolphin Logic, and gigged and recorded with old school friend and Pooh and the Ostrich Feather member Phil Manzanera in the group Quiet Sun project, as well as a short stint with Gong. On one occasion he also played drums for the anarchist punk band Crass. Career: in 1976, Hayward and fellow Radar Favorites and Dolphin Logic member, Charles Bullen began practicing with bassist Gareth Williams under the name This Heat. They began to experiment with tape loops, found sounds and keyboards on several sessions. Finally, in 1979, This Heat released their self-titled debut album. 1981's Deceit marked the final new album from This Heat, Williams leaving just after its release. While Bullen began working as a studio engineer, Hayward did sessions for Logic, The Raincoats and Everything But the Girl before forming Camberwell Now with bassist to Forgaroni and tape manipulator Stephen Rickard. The trio released several albums through the Swiss Recommended label. When Camberwell Now disbanded in 1987, Hayward embarked on a solo career which has continued to the present day. He debuted with Survive the Gesture, Skew With Switch on War and My Secret Alphabet in 1993. In 1998, he joined Massacre with Fred Frith and Bill Lauswell. Between May and October 2001, Hayward drummed in Ted Milton's band Lurt. Throughout the 90s up to the present, he has initiated a large number of events and performances, including the series Accidents Plus Emergencies at the Albany Theatre in Deptford, Out of Body Orchestra, music made from the sound of the new Laban Dance Center being built which was choreographed for the official opening, music for a circus, the full-on installation performance anti-clockwise for multiple strobes, maze structure of diverse textures, 2 drummers, synthesizers and Your Nervous System. Recent developments include the Continuity Evenings as part of Camberwell Arts. As well as his solo performance, Hayward's recent projects include Shape Marathon with Rob Mills, Nick Doing-Ditmers, Ashley Marsh and Chris Cornetto, Hayward's first project since Camberwell Now, which deals in group composition, songs alongside soundscapes and improvisations. Albert Newton with Harry Beckett, John Edwards and Pat Thomas has been playing since its first performance at Accidents and Emergencies in the mid-1990s. Clear Frame with Lol Cogshill, Hugh Hopper and Orphy Robinson, Matilda 253 with Hannah Elpark and Ian Smith, Monkey Puzzle Trio with Viv Corrington and Nick Doing-Ditmers. An album White World was scheduled for release in September 2010 on the Slowfoot label. About Group with John Coxon, Pat Thomas and Alexis Taylor. Personal life: Hayward currently lives with his wife and 3 children, Louis, Merlin and Riley. Discography: Survive the Gesture, Skew With a tribute to Mark Rothko, Switch on War, Keep the Dog, That House We Lived In, Charles Hayward, Nick Doing-Ditmers, My Secret Alphabet, Escape from Europe, A Live in Japan Vol 1, Massacre, Funny Valentine, Double Agent, A Live in Japan Vol 2, Near Plus Far, A Live in Japan Vol 3, Charles Hayward, Michael Prime, Wash Rinse Spin / Osculation, Massacre, Meltdown, Abracadabra Locus Solus, Massacre, Lonnie Hart, Hugh Hopper, Simon Picard, Steve Franklin, Charles Hayward, Numerodeville, One Big Atom, Matilda 253. With Lol Cogshill, Matilda 253, Trademark Ground, Massacre, Love Me Tender, see also Quiet Sun, This Heat, Camberwell Now, etc. References. External links: Charles Hayward's official Facebook page, Charles Hayward at MySpace, Charles Hayward interview at Perfect Sounds Forever. Charles Hayward interview at frec.org.